Hello again. So today I'm making another pasta dish. I think I'm on a pasta kick lately or something. Basically this can be adapted to anything you like to put on your pizza. You can probably throw in this and it will taste mighty fine. It's basically like a pasta pizza dish, pizza pasta dish, whatever you want to call it. What we're going to need is 2 garlic cloves chopped, half of a bell pepper, half of a small white onion, and half of a container of mushrooms all chopped, some pepperoni, some parsley, some basil, some ricotta cheese, Parmesan, mozzarella, and a can of crushed tomatoes, and then some oregano, pepper, and red pepper flakes. And I'm also going to use, but it's not pictured, is Italian sausage link. I'm going to cook that up in this too. So yeah, that's what you need, and I guess let's get to it. Okay, so I'm just cooking up that sausage, and you could totally use like 2 sausage links for this, but I only had one thawed out, so I'm only using one. It's pretty much browned, so I'm going to add in my peppers and onions and mushrooms and cook that down for about 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so while I'm doing this, I'm also cooking my pasta over there, so about time it's done, my other stuff will be done. Alright, so back to this. It's been about 4 or 5 minutes, and I'm going to add my garlic. And I use like half of this package of pepperoni, and I just cut it up into like strips, tossing that in, and oh, what the heck, we'll add our pepper right now, just, you know, whatever you like to eat in pepper, and some oregano. I'm going to say, I don't know, half a teaspoon. We'll adjust that later. And then red pepper flakes. Can't have too many of these. Okay, so just going to stir it up. And by the way, it'd probably help earlier if I told you this was on like medium to medium low-ish heat. I'll kick it back to low right now, and just let that sit for another minute or 2. Okay, so it's been about a couple minutes, and I'm just going to add my crushed tomatoes, and about, I should have opened this before I started recording, but okay, I'm going to add about a cup of my ricotta cheese in here. Oh, that about made a big old mess. Watch out for splattering. Okay, and this is just gonna kind of melt down into this. It'll take, you know, 3 or 4 minutes, and then my noodles are actually already done. So after this gets all mixed in, we'll just combine it and bake it. Okay, so once you get that cheese all up in there, it gets this like rosy color, and I tasted it, and it kind of needs more garlic and it kind of needs more salt, so I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon of garlic salt and hope I don't salt the crap out of it and then it tastes like too salty. Then I'm going to add some basil and parsley, and about half a cup of my mozzarella. And I'm just going to stir this together like so. Wait a minute or so and check my seasoning again. I'll probably put some more pepper and pepper flakes in it because that's how I do things. And then I can add my noodles. Okay, so all my seasonings are pretty good in this. And if you notice, like, it starts to get a little thick on you, just take your diced or crushed tomato can and add a little bit of water to it, and then you get like your tomato liquid, and just dump a little bit of it in to kind of thin it out a little bit if it gets too god-awful thick on you. Alright, so we're ready to add Mr. Noodle. And I'm just going to add a little bit at a time because I have a tendency to cook too many noodles for what I need. That box that I used like 3/4 of it. And I might have cooked just enough this time. That would be a first. Alright, so I'm just going to keep stirring this, and I'm going to pop it in my baking dish and top it with some more mozzarella, about 1/2 cup or so, and about 1/2 cup of Parmesan, and then I'll show you what that looks like in case you're utterly confused on what I'm talking about. Alright, okay, so got it on the baking dish. It's like a 9x13, I think. Didn't seem like there was quite enough pepperoni in there, and too much pepperoni is not a bad thing, so I put some more on top. And I'm just going to sprinkle my mozzarella, and then my Parmesan, and I'm going to cover it with foil and bake it on 350 for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take off the foil and put it under the broiler for about 5 minutes, and you'll see it when it's done. Okay, so when it's all done, it looks a little something like this. Cheesy, yummy, noodly, yummy yum. So give it a try. If you wanted to make this even more ridiculously easy, you could just substitute the crushed tomatoes and just use spaghetti sauce. Comes out just as delicious. And yep, that's it. So let me know if you try it, if you liked it, if you hated it. Keep it to yourself, and see you next time. Speak, Ruger, speak! Good boy.